Hey guys, welcome back. So, Season 5. This is my first placement game. I'm playing as Sheriff, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about the new season. They've changed the role list. So no more testers, as in they scrapped the 5 Mafia, they scrapped the 4 random towns. And the basic change from the Season 4 role list is that they took out Neutral Evil and Neutral Killing and replaced them with Witch and Executioner. Which means that there's now a confirmed threat to Vigilantes and added suspicion on sheriffs like me. So, going to type up a role list and interrogate someone who didn't speak day 1, because I used to run into vets a lot, and so now I go for people who don't talk day 1 because they're less likely to have baited in some way. Abigail Hobbs comes up. Ino. Right, I'll just type that in the chat box. Okay, the only Death Knight one was Qui-Gon. Killed by Mafia. Jailer? Really? Did we just lose our jailer, Nightboy? Wonderful, it appears we have. Okay, Ponzo says I come up Sheriff EXE Werewolf. Macaroon says Ponzo comes up Susp. Ojamations claims Sheriff. Willie Peener is directly CCing Macaroon. Okay, so this is a 2-for-1. Macaroon says Ponzo comes up suspicious. Willie Peener says Ponzo comes up Inno. And Ponzo is claiming Invest. Ponzo posted pretty quickly, but they used my role. Unless they type like really fast, which is possible by the way, then they're probably fine. Although I don't like how Willie Peener posted after Macaroon did, as if to protect Ponzo, but it's a 2-for-1, so we have to lynch the 1, which is Macaroon. Yep, a 2-for-1. If Macaroon is Inno, then Vigis should shoot Ponzo, because Ponzo comes up suspicious, and therefore they can't be immune. They have to be RM or Mafioso. And we can just lynch Willie tomorrow. Right, so Macaroon is repeating the 2-for-1. For 1, yes. Again, Vigis on 15, but okay, it appears Willie is now claiming EXE. Macaroon was actual sheriff, which means that we can now stay true to the 2-for-1 section. Okay, Cotton Mather comes up suspicious. The reason I lynched them is that because right after Willie, they were the one to vote a macaroon the fastest. And most of the time, unless you're talking about majority votes, then the people who vote them up are more important, as in looking at the people who vote them up is more important than actually who votes guilty or no. Okay. Iconoclast claims witched. Okay, they were witched. Cotton Mother hasn't claimed yet. I need to post this again. And then vote up Cotton Mother. Or Ponzo, it doesn't really matter. Because Ponzo right now is confirmed evil. I will switch over to Cotton Mother. Okay, while I still don't believe that Painter is Executioner, I will now appeal to them. Painter, I called the 2-1, I am town. And plus I will. Here's the thing. Now, because Painter is claiming EXE, they can't say that I'm EXE, because that's going to out their fake claim. Cotton Mather hasn't even claimed. An important thing to do when you find suspicious targets, you need to get them to claim as soon as possible and with a will. Break, get 15. Essentially, Ponzo has fenced themselves in here. Town on 15. Ponzo has trapped themselves in here. Why? Because they've just outed me as Sheriff EXE Werewolf. Now, since Willie is claiming Executioner, I can't be Executioner, and I can't be Werewolf either, which means that the only thing I can be is Sheriff. You were found suspicious by the dead Sheriff. Okay, the evils are now yelling to Inno. Just capital letters, all guilty. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realize when trying to push a vote like this, like with a majority vote, you might say, you have to yell to guilty. Or Inno, wherever you want. Main point being, when pushing, as in guilty or innowing, a majority vote, you need to give it to the people in the most simplest way possible. You need to say all guilty, all inno, or whatever you want, in capital letters, because you need to get people's attention. So Ponzo was lynched, they were consig. That was fast typing from them on day 2. I'm just gonna check the votes and check William Hobbs because they guiltied me and innowed Ponzo. Aside from them, Willie, Peener, and Say also guiltied me. I don't like either of those. Right, William Hobbs comes up inno. Put in Iconoclast in the TK slot. Tycho claims they shot a lot of people. Says they're vet. Okay, Johnson appears to have been transported, which is probably true, as in not forged, because Macaroon also claimed ASD also claimed Tranced Night 1. And you kind of Hypno and Disguiser or whatever with a dead config. So I'm just going to post my results. Since Hobbs comes up, they can't be RM, they have to be Witch or Godfather, but yeah, no, I think either Willie, Peter, or Say is Godfather, but judging by the way they're acting, it's probably Peter. Because they were the ones to stand up for Ponzo. They knew that their immunity would save them from any vigilantes. So we're voting Hobbs up. And judging by the votes, Iconoclast, Tycho, these are, you might call them quote-unquote townies, known townies, whatever. But the people who guilted me, Say, Willie, Peter, they didn't vote this up. And that's why I think this is Mafia, or never mind, Witch. $14, $5, $2, and $1. I'll be guiltying this just because they've already claimed Witch. Right, so yeah, they're right. Mafia did need them alive. Okay, Automations is now claiming EXE. Are they, though? Alright, so Hobbs was complaining that Say hadn't told them that 15 was Mafia, but Ponzo was kind of obvious Mafia by the way Willie was protecting them. I mean, since Say said that Willie and Cotton were Mafia, and Willie was protecting Ponzo, then that... I mean, even from just scum reading, you can tell that Ponzo was Mafia. Plus, they came up suspicious. Now checking Say, simply because of all the suspicion on them. Okay, they come up suspicious. Great, I will tell that to the town. This is not good. Iconoclast was Vig. I'm assuming Ann Hibbins was a Mafia kill. $14, $5, $2, and $1 are evil. I mean, we've already pegged down Say as the RM. Automations is claiming Executioner. Thank you, Ann Hibbins, for that. Abigail says Automations is now Jester, not Executioner, and they seem to be claiming that much. Let me just do some math. 2 Mafia, 1 Executioner, 3 Town. If we lynch Automations, Automations kills the Mafia. Mafia kills a Townie. That's a 2 Town vs 1 Mafia. Yeah, we'll do it. Or at least we'll try. Automations voted out 2 mobs. I don't specifically remember that happening. I'm pretty sure Automations did the config. But I'll vote them anyway. Okay, issue here. Oh dear, we've just lost. Great. Okay, there goes our chances of winning this town. I mean, they've just gone down a lot. It's not impossible. But it doesn't look like it right now. Why? Because Mafia is going to kill a town, probably me or Abigail Hobbs. Because they're not going to want to touch the vet. Which means that we will go down to a 2 Mafia, which is Willie Peener and Say, 2 town, Tycho vet, and okay, I'm not dead. Tycho vet, me sheriff, and Urgimations, Jester. Right, so they killed Abigail Hobbs. Not the best move considering I'm more confirmed than they were. But, well, they've basically... Well, it's difficult to tell. So right now, what I have to do is get Urgimations to vote with us. How about we get you a solo win? And yes, that can be done. How? Yesterday we couldn't get a Mafia voter up because of the... Well, first off, Urgimations wasn't voting because we were voting Urgimations. Today, we vote up Willie Peener, as in Tycho, Urgimations, and I. Mafia kills one of us, probably me. And then it's down to Say, Tycho, and Urgimations. Mafia can't kill Urgimations because they need them. They need their vote. That's depressing from Tycho, but there's always a chance. Alright, fine. Technically, Mafia will kill me tonight. Then it goes down to the vet, Urgimations, Say, and presumably they'll vote Urgimations up. Urgimations will get their win, Mafia will go down, and if Urgimations haunts the Mafia, then that's just her win. That's kind of rude, though. Urgimations claims they're actually eggs. Okay. Not according to Abigail's will. Abigail, who's dead townie and therefore basically confirmed, says that Urgimations is a Framer Vamp Jester. But I suppose they said that to keep themselves alive. Most likely they'll go for me tonight, or they might choose to brave the vet. Just to go against the grain. But it's much more likely that they'll go for me, actually. And I am not dead, so they went for Tycho, most likely. Okay, Tycho is dead. Not the way I expected it, but still the 1v1v1. What's gonna happen now is that there was smart of them though, as in smart of Say. Yes, Urgimations is now the deciding factor, which means that I mean, I don't like how Say and Automations have been voting, whispering to each other the entire time, but I still have to appeal for the sake of the town and all the dead townies there waiting on me. What's gonna happen is that I'm going to... Obviously my ulterior motive will be to vote up Say. I don't like the idea of randoming. I'll tell them the solo jest thing later, but yes, I will vote Automations if only to get town a chance at not losing to Mafia. And also because Jester wins they're not that common. They're fun to see. Well, Automations voted against Say, and instantly Say votes against Automations. Yeah, you're welcome. Although your exact role remains a mystery. Automation says, I shall grant all your dreams. Alright, I'm going to guilty them and whisper them that for a solo just win they should be killing Say. Which, they'll probably do because solo just wins get 2 more elo. For the Jester, that is. And Say Inode. Rude. Alright, so Automations and I have now voted against Say. And if all goes to plan, then... I've seen this scenario a couple times before. No, you're not going to report 10. For the last time, neutrals are neutral for a reason. It's a faction on its own. Although the witch does lose with town. Yeah. They weren't going to give Automations their win anyway. Why? Because... most predictably, Say wouldn't have wanted to have the threat of being voted up again. If they innoed Say, then Say would have just killed me. And that would be a loss for Automations. It is true that Automations denied a win, but it was for an honorable reason, and I thank them for that. That was a fun game considering that we lost majority right off the bat. Alright, GG everyone. You don't see this Jester roulette 1v1v1 too often, so yeah, it was fun. Well, it was a good game for my first placement. Yeah, Say thought the Jester would kill them, so that's why they innoed. And that's how they lost their win, actually. Since Automations said they were going to random the haunt. But anyway, fun game. Please like and subscribe if you liked the gameplay, and I'll see you next time.